So it's a very interesting game. It's very unique. So they everyone says it's a hiking simulator. Yeah, it kind of is. I can't even lie. But what's cool about it is it's more than that because later on in the game it does get into
LOL.
combat. It does get into combat, but yeah, it is. But it's fun and it's the way that they do it. Like I don't know if you've ever been like orienteering or if you've ever been like walking in the woods to where you have to like navigate a path, but yo, that's what it's like. I mean, you have to make your path and like you have different types of terrain, like you have water, you have snow and all that shit and it has different effects and like vehicles have different effects. But like for example, like this is where I was at is right here in this city and then I need to go all the way here. And you would think that it's nothing, but there's probably going to be BTs in between. So you'll see. All right. But right here, that's about I would say 75% of the game. You get vehicles later. You get motorcycles. But like see that grid? There's blue, like yellow, red, like the X's. That tells you stuff you can walk across and stuff you can't. I don't know. It's a gorgeous game, dude. Like everyone hates on it, and I don't know why. Like, it is so good. Like, like if you don't know what you're doing, and like you don't try to do things, you can just slip, fall.
Get it together.
Right? You have this little dude down here. That's called a bridge baby. It's in between the world of the living and dead. But what that does is it allows you to see the aliens, the BTs. So, you know, you fall off a cliff, you slip, you're going to damage your packages, you're going to damage all of that. Sometimes you're carrying bombs and things like that, and they'll explode on you. You can see the damage that it does to your stuff, right? I'm offline right now. It kind of has a problem loading
That's
in
fucked
whenever.
up.
Yeah, it is fucked up, dude. They use babies as like bridges between the living world and the dead world. So all of the let me see if I can find some. Yeah, I think farther on you'll see BTs. I don't think they make a cake one. Like the first ones you do, they're cake. It's just here to there. But like once you get into like these missions, it starts bringing in the BTs. You'll know because it starts raining, and it's not actually rain. It's called timefall. Oh no, these guys. Okay, mules. So these are actual humans,
Heads up,
and they'll
Sam.
steal your packages.
Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Yeah, so you can see them on the horizon right there. That way. Right there where I'm looking.
Sam, don't get too close to mule territory unless you have to.
Well, I didn't know they were
Focus
there,
on your
asshole.
deliveries for now.
Alright, so look at your map. Alright, so all that orange is the mule territory. So I'm gonna try and get through that shit as quick as possible. 'Cause you have to go through that shit. I guess I could have went around this way. But then you would have to climb this shit. And you can climb shit because you do have like ladders and climbing anchors and things like that. But it's kind of a pain and it takes a lot longer. Or you could risk things by going through territory like this and get your shit fucked up. But the combat in this game is kind of trivial. That's your strand. If you sneak up on someone, you can choke them out. But if somebody comes up on you and attacks you, you can also like parry them and choke them out. The only problem is like when he gets surrounded. Oh, good. Thank God. Alright, so BTs. Here we go. I'd rather deal with them than mules. Mules are assholes. Mules are the people that try to sue shit. BTs are the aliens.
Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good thing
So the rain is called timefall. What it does is it ages you. So you have to completely cover yourself in it. But it also degrades the packages. So you kind of have to hurry through the area. But once you go a little bit further into rainy areas, you end up actually having to deal with the BTs. That blue bar on the bottom right there, that's my stamina. So you can drink. Stop moving. You should be able to drink, but I don't know why it's not letting me. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then the rain will automatically fill it slowly. Or if you walk in water, that'll fill it. The top is your health bar. That's your blood. You can eat these little bugs. That's what's directly in front of me. You can see them right here on this little mound. They heal you. And you can store them for later if you need them. So it's one of those really interesting games to where like you'd think that it's just you walking from point A to point B, and a lot of the times it is. There is some dead territory, but what's really great is like where you have to plot out like where am I gonna go? Like what is the path I'm gonna take? Like because you have markers and shit like that, and sometimes you have to go through terrain like this to where this is where I need to go, but I have to go through here, and then I have to make it this way, and then I'll have to go this way, right? Because you have something here blocking it. Or you could take the risk and go through there. You know what I mean? So, like, it is fun, and there's multiple ways to play. I can go through it. Everyone finds their optimal way. And, now that I'm offline... Oh, no, I was online. I logged in. But, see this little line right here? So, this is the chiral network. Right, so if somebody was to put a ladder, like right here, I would be able to use that ladder. If somebody put a ladder right here, I couldn't use that because I'm disconnected from the chiral network. And until I open up the next area to that, essentially Wi-Fi the internet, I'm not going to have access to that stuff. So you kind of do have to play the game. You do have to make your own way. Like, because once you connect everything, a lot of people have the landscape built out. But there's rain and there's timefall, and what that does is it degrades structures. So even if you were to build something, the timefall is going to eventually destroy it, and you're going to have to hope that people keep playing the game and keep creating that landscape, you know, that allows you to easily go through things. Otherwise, you will have to, you know, lay out your ladders or bring a bunch of ladders with you, and oh shit, and that's kind of hard when you have a bunch of packages. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I mean, you really have to think about it. So we're getting into... This is what makes it really good. This is my favorite part of the game. So that's your locator. You do have to stealth. So it'll start flickering a little bit faster. This is the way I need to go. But BTs are all over. I don't want to go. If you go too fast, you're gonna get fucked up. Alright, so he's looking at one. You gotta hold your breath, otherwise they'll see you. Watch here, let me see if I can... You can see him right there. They're invisible, you can't see him, but you have to sneak past them. And the only thing you have to go off is that. And I really don't want to lose my packages. You don't want to let up. Like, when you hold your breath, your stamina goes down. And if you do, you'll drop. They're invisible. Here, let me see if I can stop. You can see them right there. They're BTs, they're aliens. They're connected to each other and the beach, which is the world of the dead. See, my shit's already getting damaged. The baby's connected to the world of the dead. They are too. I really need to get out of here. Right, let me see if I can run. Just make a run for it.
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
So I won't know if they're nearby now, but I think that they're all the way back there. You can see it's clearing up. You see a rainbow, it's a sign for concern. Fortunately, this is where I'm going. But if you get captured by those guys, they drag you, they throw all your packages everywhere, they slide you across somewhere on the map, and you gotta run through like a sea of sludge with like aliens attacking you. Yeah, it's wild. It's crazy.
It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Yeah. So you do get vehicles, and like you can see how slow it is running. Oh, they're not gonna let me use it yet? That's so stupid. Alright. I think it is a mission later.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure.
You're technically
Decontaminating
not able to
Rest is
kill.
advised.
You're a repatriate, so anytime you die, you go to the world of the dead, and you're able to repatriate. I'll see if I can show you a little bit later. Here. Let me just do this. The game, in Hideo Kojima fashion, I don't know if you played Metal Gear Solid before, but he loves his stories, man, and he loves cutscenes. Dude, it's full of cutscenes, but it's such a good story. Like, but it takes like 15, 16 hours. They invaded. It goes into that. Like, there's been 5 other Death Strandings. So the Death Stranding is where the aliens came back, and when anyone dies, they become a nuclear bomb. Here, let me shut this guy up. So they become a nuclear bomb, essentially, when somebody dies. And pretty much when somebody dies, they take them to an incinerator and all of that. But it's a little bit deeper than that. It's like, it goes back to like the dinosaurs and things like that, and like all the different extinction events that have happened. And this is another extinction event that's happening on the Earth. And this is just what people deal with. And this is the chiral network. That's the internet that he's connected them to, essentially. But the chiral network that they're using, that they have everything off, is based off of access to that beach, to the area where those aliens come from, right? Where the Death Stranding was originated from.
Sam,
But
as always,
it didn't wipe out humanity. And what they're doing is they're trying to move west across the United States to reconnect all of the cities of America to be able to move forward. And there's got to be a way to stop searching while they're moving west.
Sam.
So the babies, they were kind of a Black Ops project that the government was doing. And then once people found out that the government was working on that program of making bridge babies, right? And it's babies that are connected to the death world. They're half dead, half alive. Obviously there was an outrage, so the government ended up
Dead
doing
man, you there? Little
like a
help.
clandestine Black Ops.
Okay,
You know what I
sir.
mean?
Remove
And
the
that
pod and
caused
connect it
the
to that
first Death
incubator.
Stranding.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A steel mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead
Yeah,
and the
leave it to the
BB.
government to fuck everything up.
And
That's
you, in
right.
turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly.
They ripped the baby from the mom to be able to use it as a tool.
We can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must by synchronizing it with a steel mother via the chiral
So like when you
network.
get down to like the brass tacks of what the story's about, it's really fucked up, but it's really interesting.
The
But
update
everyone
is in
always makes
progress.
jokes like
Right
Norman
now,
Reedus
the
with the
pod is
fetus.
synchronizing with the steel mother in
It
capital
isn't, you know,
Knot
Norman
City
Reedus.
and
But it's such a
reconfiguring
good
its
story. It's
settings
such a good game.
based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its steel mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No
I would
BB on
say
record
in total,
has
in the
remained
whole
in
game,
service for over a
like
year.
if you were to add up all of the
It
cutscenes,
may
like
need to be
it's
retired
probably like
before
11
this
hours
expedition is over.
of cutscenes.
And then?
And like typically,
So
like
there's no way to keep my BB alive.
since I'm here explaining it, I can skip them. And if you're gonna play the game, you're gonna see it yourself, and that'll explain it in greater detail.
My favorite games. Is falling down, falling down, falling down.
Yeah, I never played 4. I played 1, 2, and 3 about like 5 or 6 times over.
Fair lady.
Yeah, it's good.
Sam,
It's quality cutscenes too. Like it's good story. Some of them are kind of
can
cheesy
you see
though.
me?
How are things over there?
This is Amelia. That's President Strand's daughter.
Still not under guard.
She died.
Still not
You
chained
took her to
up.
the incinerator, but she's
Still
locked
can't
up
leave.
in the West.
You need to get on 4, dude.
But if
I
you
know, I
can
need to
keep
get it.
making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home.
She's stuck on the West Coast. So there's terrorists in this game, and what they do is they kill people and they
Thank
leave
you.
the body there to cause
I mean that.
BT events to where they explode like a nuke. And they have her hostage
It's bad.
because
There are fewer and fewer people in the
she's
cities
the
these
key to the
days.
extinction.
No one's having
They need
children
her
anymore.
to
But
cause a
humans
full
aren't
extinction
made
of
for living
humanity.
alone.
And
They're
that's what the
supposed
terrorists
to come
want.
together to help one another.
She
And
is
if
in
we
between
as a
the world of
people
the living and
can't
the
do
dead
that,
as well.
if we can't
She's a
reconnect,
repatriate as well. So the way she's talking to
well,
us is through that.
It's like Bridget said. Extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope.
He can't be touched by anyone, even though she's just a an image
I'll be
right
waiting,
now.
Sam.
He recoils. So if you look at his arm, you can see all the scars from people that touch him. So anytime he makes physical human contact with someone, it burns him. He's not a normal human being.
Waiting for you. Come and find me.
And I'll give you a hint. I mean, you probably already got a hint from what I told you, is that he's also a repatriate, somewhat between the world of the living and the dead. So, I'll give you that.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
His thing is he's special because his sweat, his blood, urine, his fecal matter, everything about him is harmful to the BTs, and he's the only one. So they need him to be able to attack the BTs. So whenever you take a shower, you're gonna get grenades
Sam,
and things like that.
Sorry to bother you while you're taking a break,
They
but
do
I
different
figured you'd wanna
things,
hear
like
this.
some of them
No,
will
maybe
cause
it'll
them
help
to
you
gather
rest
near,
easier.
some will cause them
We
to
received a number of
run away
messages
from an
addressed
area.
to you.
So if you're trying to get through an
Not
area with
taking a look
BTs,
myself,
you can use those grenades to
but I gather they're
strategically
mostly
move
from your
around.
clients.
Once you get
You
a
should
little
see
bit
if they
later, you
contain
can
any
use the
useful
grenades to actually
information.
kill the BTs.
Mail can be accessed
pretty cool.
via your cufflinks.
Yeah, nobody cares. Mail, mail, mail.
No.
Obviously, these guys have a little bit of a marketing strategy. But you can drink Monster and it'll give you a heads up. You can look at all the equipment you acquired. I guess I can get grenades from doing other shit. And then he wants me to look at that.
Laughing monster.
Yeah. Straight up monster, dude. Like, there's a bunch of lore, and like, a lot of it is obviously in the cutscenes, 11 hours of cutscenes. But if you really want to get down to the brass tacks, most of it is in emails, and then in data you have your interviews, and then that's where you get a lot of your lore and of what's going on, how everything works, who's who caused what, who did what. You can see the map of how far I am on the left-hand side. I've already gone through the whole game before, but I'm playing it again. It's that good. It's a walking simulator. Like, you can't deny that. You got little let's see here. Let me see if I can make this happen. Like little Easter eggs. If you stare at his crotch or something like that, for example, he grabs the camera and he punches it. It takes a minute. So they got a lot of motion capture stuff for this. It looks really good, the game. But like, you keep going, he'll end up getting mad. Come on, dude. Oh well, he's not gonna do it. There's some way to make him do that kind of shit. That's funny. Like when he takes a shit, it's like a motorcycle, like Norman Reedus motorcycle show from AMC or some shit.
Definitely sounds
What we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save Bibi.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's the best.
He's an
The woman
important
in the
character.
mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
He's an extremely important character. So, I'm pretty sure it's clear that that's
Sam,
his father. The
out of
baby you're carrying
curiosity,
around,
how's
that's
it
the
doing at
father
the
of the
moment?
baby.
Before I
They
answer
took
that,
his kid.
Something
He tried to
wrong?
get the kid back.
when I hook up my
The
BB, I
government
see
does what they
things.
do when somebody's
What
taking
kind of
something that they
things?
feel is their property.
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain.
They're not
A
false.
BB is harvested
There's
from its steel
something
mother
to
at
that.
around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No.
So, yeah, that was actually the kid's dad.
Sam, check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. I know. The mule.
Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so you have your main orders, and then you'll have secondary orders that you can pick up.
You ever play MG5? I
Yes.
started but then I wasn't able to get into it. It's fully open world, just didn't feel right.
I know. You see the layout here? It's a very similar layout, man. And I loved it, dude. I played that game so much. I went through everything. I did all the side missions. I got Quiet unlocked. Dude, I loved that game. I know you couldn't get into it. It took me time to get into it, but first mission captivated me. The one where you're waking up from the hospital and you're crawling out, dude. Once I got through that one, and then I got my horse, I was like, all right, things are pretty cool. And then I liked the fact that it was kind of open world like this, to where like you could go through a camp to get to where you need to be, right? Or you can go to your mission objective, and then you got your side objective on the side over there. It's very similar to that, but I don't know. If you liked Metal Gear Solid 5, you'll really like this game. If you didn't like it, you might not like this game. But this has a very unique story, you know what I mean? And that's what really captivated me, is that. So,
beginning scan.
the way that it's so different. Like, and I was like, okay, there's not that much combat, whatever. But later on, there is. You get grenade launchers, rocket launchers, all kinds of crazy shit, man. Like, there's combat in this game, but you really don't want to kill people, because if you do, then it'll turn into a nuke and it'll wipe out like an area like the size of this, like this circle right here. If you kill somebody in that area, it'll cause a crater the size of that, and then that'll really fuck up your ability to maneuver and navigate. And eventually it will restore itself, but you don't really want to kill anyone, and if you do, you have to take them all the way to an incinerator and dump their body. So it's kind of hairy. I mean,
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. Like, you really have to think about things like, am I going to kill this guy, or am I just going to knock him out? And if you knock him out, clearly they're going to come back later. If you kill him, they're not going to come back later, but then you kind of have to stop what you're doing, dump the body, and then continue and resume what you're doing. If you go into a village where, like, these mules are, like all those dudes that were chasing after me, yeah, you can kill them later on, but you're going to fuck yourself over, because you're going to have a bunch of fucking nukes everywhere, and you're going to cut off your supply lines. Like you have to think about
Pyro
things.
crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked
Pretty
eye.
fucking cool, man.
I'd advise
Like,
you to use your ultra deck.
you can make like entire roads,
If
bridges,
you want to
like
survey a wider area, though,
all
you
kinds
might
of stuff.
consider building a
And like you can
watchtower
use
and
other
relying on its
people's
sensors.
roads and bridges that they've created as well too. So these are the chiral crystals that he's talking about. I gotta collect so many of these. Boom. Alright, we're good. I mean, they're all over in the area. Recycle the distribution. Okay, yeah. All right. Cool. So I could collect more. You'll get plenty of them. So you have those. You have metals. You have resins. You have special alloys. You have different things like that that you need to build things. So like when you use this.
Almost there.
There's different things you can build, and as you get a higher level, like watchtowers, post boxes, you can build generators that replenish your batteries. You can
Beginning scan.
you can build bridges, like I said. You can build shelters, timefall shelters, that also shoot out like container repair spray.
The process is pretty simple.
Because if you're in the rain, your container's going to get damaged, so you have to keep them protected. And there's spray that you can use that does that, but timefall shelters also spray that shit out. Oh wait, no, recycle. That's chiralium. That's what the aliens produce in calls. They use that for the chiral network and like
only form in places with elevated
electricity.
chiralium levels.
Like if you could put internet into solid form, that's solid internet essentially. Think of it like that.
Not a bad haul. Plenty enough for research. We'll take good care of it.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited. These
Yeah,
low.
shut up. Alright, got it. I know.
Good. See? At
Cool. And then as you do things, you level up your character in certain ways, and you get different benefits. Like containers degrade less, you lose stamina less, things like that. But it depends on how well you do your job. So if you run there with like fucked up packages that are completely fucked up, yo, you're not gonna get a good like rating or scale. That's why you have this stuff. You spray it on yourself. Yeah, it repairs your packages essentially. This optimizes the load. My back. Optimize, and we're good. They did streamline how you can organize your equipment. Just press triangle, auto.
There is a core.
Yep. All right. Cool. Yep. That's great. Yep. They're used for special stuff. Got it.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Keep on keeping on.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
£100 of shit is looks like.
That's weird. Your chat's not showing up.
call it a rule or a habit, but most
Alright, I didn't hear what you said, man.
always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that.
It's not that simple. I wish it was. So I could either, see, this is another one where I have two different routes that I could take. I could either go here, where most people go, which I'm probably going to do. But you can, people put up different things, like to warn you about. Or I could go all the way around and sneak in and get it. But it's over here somewhere, so it's got to be. So I got to go there anyways, so I'm probably going to go this route where everyone else goes.
But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways,
and you can
be
see
ready
the
to
marks
fight.
you put down. It gives you a little path on the map. It's pretty cool, man. It's clean the way it was made. Like you can put up ladders anywhere, like if you need to get up something. And anyone can use them. Grappling hooks, all that stuff. It's nice. That little mark, that's where I'm going. Another thing too is like, if you're just fucking tired and like, you don't really want to have any fast-paced games where you have to parry and all that shit, and you just want to enjoy beautiful scenery and shit like that. See, like here, like I could try to climb up that shit, but I also have a ladder, so I can just do this. Ta-da.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo. Mule drop sites are deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
They've already detected me though, to that little, I guess, orange. I highly recommend it, especially if you see it on sale, dude. Like, I paid 60 for it. Oh shit. I bought it when it first came out. I got a special edition Xbox and everything because I love Hideo Kojima. I'm like one of those fanboys for him. But I would pay $60 for it again.
Look around.
If they have it for like 20, yo, I would pay 20 for it, yo, for sure. So optimally, I can outrun these dudes. So that little flashing thing down there, that's what I need. Where the little blue star is. That is their camp. Oh. I mean, you can punch them and shit. Like, it's not like you're useless, you know what I mean? It's... Oh, shit. It's just, it can be a little bit hairy sometimes. Okay, so this is what I need. I'm gonna take a ladder with me. So you have to look at the weight of things and the size of it because you can only carry so much. See, let me, I don't know, I kind of got them motherfuckers all on my nuts. Let me grab all this. Some resins too. See, you see, like you can carry it. It's just, it's gonna be kind of tricky. But that's the important thing. That's what I need. This is destroyed. I'm gonna offload that. Everything else I could probably keep.
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
And if you make your weight too heavy, you're not going to be able to move. So you can only carry so much.
Looks like you've got. Feel free.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know I had that. Why is this with me? Okay. Offload. And then we're going to offload some of these metals. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. Offload that shit. This guy's about to attack me too. You bitch. Alright. Sweet. Alright, I'm out of here. So you can carry shit. Like, you get exoskeletons later on in the game that allow you to move faster. I think I'm going in the right direction. Yes, I am. Sweet. I have such a good sense of fucking, like, direction. Run. Obviously, you get thrown off balance a lot easier. A good tip is when you're carrying a lot of stuff, hold both of the triggers. That way, it pretty much won't collapse or fall. Shit. Move. This is risky. I don't know. It's probably going to be a drop-off. Alright, that's cool enough. Yeah, pretty good. I wouldn't want to climb up that. So when you're going down cliffs, you gotta hold both triggers. If you don't, you're gonna fall. Everything's gonna go everywhere. Oh shit, stamina. Bro, get up.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work.
Later on in the game, they're a lot harder. That was nothing. Like, yo, like they will fuck you up. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna lose your shit. You're gonna get knocked out. They're gonna steal all your shit. It's gonna get spread everywhere. You're gonna be fucking cussing and shit. You're gonna want to go back and kill everyone in the camp, but you can't because then it'll explode like a fucking nuke. Yo, it gets fucking. It gets hairy later. It's not as simple as walking from point A to point B. Like, everyone loses it at that point because they're like, what is this game? This all this? No, man. Give it time. It opens up. Like, they can't just throw you into that craziness, like, immediately. Like, everyone would fucking be dead, and it would be them arguing about, like, oh, this game's too hard. They're just fucking... They just keep taking all my shit, and I can't make it. Yeah, because you didn't fucking know how to play the game right, dude. It does a good job of easing you in, and I think it does take its time a little bit. It could make things a little bit quicker, but you gotta understand, like, not everyone's good at video games, and if you do that to some people, they're gonna fucking hate it. And then on the flip side, if people are good at video games and they know what they're doing, and like, you do this, you baby them going in, You're gonna be mad. So you can't please everyone, but this game, it pleases me. I'm glad that they made it.
All clear.
It's fucking fantastic.
Sam Porter Bridges.
Keep on keeping on.
That's right.
Use of weapons is prohibited.
They got some of the stuff, but I got the
Good
important
work,
stuff.
Sam. Feel if you, it'll even if you.
So there's main missions, there's side missions. I got all the stuff for the main missions, and then I have additional cargo that you can entrust to other people to do, like anyone else who's playing online. They can like go here and pick up those side orders. So the more stuff you pick up, and the more stuff other people pick up, the more stuff there is to do in the game.
Honestly,
Sam,
the way you describe
how
the
your shoes
story and
holding up?
what I'm seeing here, I
Not too
feel
well,
like
I
it's the
imagine.
type of
Conditions
game
being
I'd
what they
really
are out
like.
there. Nothing ruins your
Yeah,
day like
I mean,
shoes
it
falling
is.
apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself.
And I don't know why I got so much hate, man. It's really, I don't know. It's people don't understand it. There we go. I can build bridges now. People have already built bridges here, so I'm not gonna waste any resources because you gotta place where you're gonna build the bridge, and then you have to run resources to that bridge. But you're not the only one doing it. There's other people that can see where you place that, and they can run resources to that bridge too. So it's like a team effort, you know. It's not a, you're not alone. Is what Kojima was shooting for. Is that you work as a team and you'll complete this shit, you know. And if you're a douchebag and you keep killing everyone, you're gonna have craters everywhere.
Please access delivery.
So I get what he was going for, and I like it, man. It's fun. So orders for Sam. These are the main ones. They do want me to build a bridge. It's part of the story. And then I gotta go do that. So
I like unique games. So many games are basically the same thing with a different paint job.
I know. Go here, shoot this guy, hide behind cover, go talk to this guy, go back, go talk to that guy. And that's kind of what this is too, but like something as simple as navigation and walking, if you can change that, like if you can make that like a little bit unique, dude, you got me. Like we're good. Oh shit. I got a lot of stuff. Let me unload. I think we'll be fine. Alright, because I gotta recycle some of that. Go here, kill 20 spiders, come back when you're done, you know? I don't like that.
B.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Use of weapons is prohibited.
Beginning
Indeed.
scan.
Yeah, I agree.
Have a pleasant journey.
Use of weapons is prohibited.
Okay, Sam. Make your way to the designated construction area for the bridge. The foundation should already be in place. With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time.
Oh, there is.
There should
Yeah,
be a
so
terminal nearby. Access it to submit
this is what I'm
additional
talking
materials.
about. Like, it does a good job of, like, easing you into all the different
Restrictions lifted.
things you have available. I could take it going faster, but I could also see how someone who doesn't play video games a lot would enjoy a slow, these are the things you can do this, do that.
Sam,
If I could skip these missions, I would,
looks like
though.
you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby.
Shit, nope.
Access it to submit additional materials.
So if I wasn't holding the triggers right there, all of my shit would have fallen off, and it would have fucked my day up. Damn it. You gotta hold start. There we go. So, you see how on the right, materials required. So, you just add in whatever, that's enough. Firm. it's a pretty sick game, man. It's a really cool concept too.
Bravo, Sam.
Yeah. All right, so I have that. I got to take that to the plant up here. So that's quite the trek. There's going to be BTs here.
That bridge should make life easier for a lot of people. You can be sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
All right. You want to make sure you have at least one ladder and at least one climbing anchor. If you don't, make one. I got two. I got plenty. Climbing anchors are great because if you're trying to get over a mountain, you're typically going to have to go back that way. You can go up and down anchors. You can go up and down ladders too, but they don't cover as much height as an anchor would. An anchor covers 30 meters. The ladder does not. It's like 10. You'll see these guys on the ground. Grab them whenever you go by. Lost cargo, that's like side missions. You can pick those up if you want and like take them to wherever they go. And get some experience that way, or you can just leave them and not worry about it. So this is a ladder that somebody else put here. It's cool. Thanks, dude. Oh. I accidentally put an anchor down. I didn't want to, but there you go. An anchor. Alright, so you see those two towers in the distance, that's where I gotta go. There's gonna be a bunch of fucking BTs in between here and there. Oh yeah, if it's not in a container, yeah. I don't know if you can read that. But it's gonna get fucked up. Like the container repair spray, this stuff. That works on the actual containers. You can see it healing it. But it won't work through anything that's outside of the container, like itself. If I had a ladder on my hip, the ladder would be degraded. Shit like that. It's like it kind of incentivizes you to move through these areas really quick. Otherwise, you're just gonna... Like, if you keep walking through the areas, you're gonna fuck yourself up, and you're gonna have nothing by the time you get to the end. And eventually you can build structures that give you a little bit of shelter that heal your containers when you go through. So it's interesting. It's fun. You see these little black tethers in the sky? I don't know if you can see that. Like right where I'm looking right there, that little black streak, those are BTs. You can see them in the distance. You can get rid of an area of BTs if you get caught and you successfully escape. The area will clear BTs. I don't know if I want to do that right now with what I have. Oh, that's not where I'm going. Okay. Well, maybe. We'll see. It'd be a lot easier to go through this area without the rain. This is a storage container. Something somebody put there. If I had lost cargo, like that stuff I picked up, I can put that here, right? I can put like different stuff that I have that I may not need. Right. Or if I don't want to entrust, see how it says entrust, don't entrust. I don't care about this shit, right? So I'm gonna throw all that shit in that locker, right? Cool. Give me a little bit of likes, ease my burden. But what's also cool is you can be really smart about it. That locker is going to be there, and it will always be there, right? It's never going to change, and whatever you put into it, like for a share, okay, so there's two lockers. You have a share locker and a private locker. So my quest items, even stuff like that, right? I can put all of this stuff in there, right? Let's place. All right, we're going to place it in there. This is a nice little hint, FYI, to get past the hairy area. That way you don't have to go through the whole area with cargo. So we're in a nice little rainy area. It takes a little bit longer, but it'll make your life a lot easier. And I think in turn, makes it take less time. So I haven't gone into the full BT area yet. Oh, I should have put him in that one. Whatever. Alright, they're in the farther one. You won't ever forget because you have your little thing there, right? That's where the quest item is. Kind of, yeah, like a shared locker. So, once it gives me like a little cutscene. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Shit. Damn it. Now this is a story BT event, so I don't know if it will... Okay, reduce your stamina. So the energy drink fills your stamina bar. Right, that's the blue thing. You need to sleep every now and then to see the white part, the white and black on the right. That's your depleted stamina where you never get that back. Dude, you know what? I'm gonna go pick that stuff up. I don't want to have to run all the way back. I figured the BT area would have already kicked in. It hasn't. Sorry, man. I thought it was gonna be a lot. I thought it was gonna be like right here. I'll build a storage unit myself and then put everything in there, and then I'll show you how to get rid of the BTs. And then if you don't, and you don't escape, and you quote unquote die, I'll show you what happens then. It's pretty sick. It's pretty intense. So just put it on your back and then optimize, and then you're good to go. When I first started playing, I was like, oh, okay, I need to put this there and this there, and then I realized, oh shit, you can just press triangle and it'll automatically put everything where it needs to go. Yeah, sweet. This challenge is mainly a time fall challenge. There's not many BTs, but I really want to show you how to get an area rid of this. Like I said, since it's a story event, I'm not sure if it'll let me. Oh yeah, if you look in the bottom left, you see the boot mark. You have to change out your boots every now and then. So pressing up on the D-pad will bring you into this, and you can change your footwear. Once you get to higher levels, you don't have to worry about it. It'll last for like 5 hours, 6 hours at a time. But the level 1 boots are kind of trash. There's also plants in the area that you can use as boots. Like if you forgot to carry some with you, and you don't have any, you can just create boots out of nothing. So there's a little bit of a survival aspect. Wind sucks. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of wind in the game. There's a few areas that have it, but it's far and few between. But you can see how fast your stamina goes down. And once you run out of stamina, that's it, dude. Like, unless you have more. And the rain does fill up your canteen, but not much. I mean, it's best if you sit in water. There's no, like, standing puddles anywhere around here. Okay, here we go. No more wind, but now we have BTs. Alright, this is where it gets cool. Alright, let me build this motherfucking thing. Alright, these are your PCCs. These are what you use to build everything. Fuck, you have to be in the chiral network. Never mind. Alright, well, I'm going to show you either way. We're just going to run through this area. What's the worst that could happen? My shit gets destroyed. Alright, so you get hit with this. And then you gotta shake off all this. Since I have low stamina, that's hard. And then whenever you fall back, if I do, so you can make it out right here, or you can go in. This is what I'm talking about. So I would have made it out, but I'm gonna fall back just to show you what happens. Come on. Boom. Okay. You get grabbed. ETs take over the area. You gotta run. You have to escape. And baby goes nuts because everything's fucked up. So that thing, yeah, it can't really. It can. You can die, but it's not super aggressive in the beginning of the game. Later on, it is. You gotta climb on this shit and like kind of make your path and get out as quick as possible. That's the direction I'm going. So, yeah, fuck, run. Alright, so it is kind of hairy. You will get fucked up if you just don't care. If you're kind of aware of what you're doing, you can cheese it. Alright, so once I escape that, I think we're at the edge. Right. See how it turned dark? The sun comes out. Catch your breath. Take a breath.
Not a moment too soon.
And you're out of the rain. You're out of the shit. So that's perfect. That's exactly what happens in the game later on. So sometimes if you can, if you're on the precipice of an area that you don't want to go through, like because you have a bunch of shit that's super heavy, set that aside, go in the area, get caught, escape, and then everything's going to be clear of those BTs. Right.
No rest for the wicked.
It really depends on how much time you got, man. Like, obviously, if you have a long trek ahead of you and you don't have any stamina left, that might not be something you want to do, because it's going to drain all your stamina.
Nectar of the gods.
If you're like me and you're like right there, 150 meters, I don't really care about my stamina. Right? I just don't want to go through that shit, you know. And honestly, I could have probably, you know, ducked and stealth and went through that shit without doing that.
That was pretty bugged out.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. But it's cool, man. Like, it's very unique. Like, that was a perfect word to use earlier. Unique. It is. I mean, I've never seen a game like that. Like, there's different, like, once you learn, like, ways to get through territory, there's multiple different ways you can do it. And, like, it's really cool, man. If you have a good headset, the sound is amazing in the game. There's really good music.
Scanning bridges.
It's just really well put together. It feels good. The haptic feedback, like on a controller, that's really nice. It's a good game. Nope.
Delivering cargo.
Thank you. With this unit, we should be able to power the distro center via the chiral network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look? Great. Everything's in order. I appreciate it.
Sorry about that. I was using the restroom.
All we need now is a connection to the chiral network.
This sound is so cool if you have a good system or like headphones. So remember I said I was out of the network?
Bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
Right. So I can't just build like 35 or 40 different structures like right after another, you know what I mean? You only have so much you can build, right? And each structure takes up certain bandwidth. That's how that works. And that's to prevent people from doing stuff like that, like making 300 timefall shelters across the map. That way you don't even have to go through it. You know what I mean? Like otherwise, people would definitely take advantage of that and cheese it and make it
I was with
pointless.
the group bringing up the rear while Amelie led the way.
I guess technically, if you got a bunch of players together, you could technically do that. Make like a timefall shelter like path across like a whole area. Because there's some areas that the timefall stays. It never goes away. Blah, 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 blah.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network. Return. By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should... No sense coming all the way back here. Have a look at that.
So the game does this a lot. You gotta go here, and then you have to go back. Like, so what they want me to do is pick up. I gotta take a break. Or he does. At least I can talk about that. So the game's kind of fucked up. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that. All right, so yeah, this gets your stamina back up. You have to massage your shoulders and all of that. And then you massage your legs and you'll stand up. Stretch your legs, asshole. Alright, cool. So, you gotta stop every now and then. You can do that out there too. It's just, you don't want to do that inside Timefall. You see how the package is all fucked up and rusty? So that's why you have,
Hey, great work.
Spray.
That wind farm you've brought into the network is essential for our continued expansion.
That heals it.
By way of reward, I've added
A generator, yeah, that's cool.
Congrats, Sam. If you're so
They're just saying I can take up standard orders now, so I gotta take that back to the distribution center, and then from there I have to go all the way to Capital Knot, and then from there I have to take a package all the way over here down to Port Knot. But once I get here, I believe they give me a motorcycle. Or maybe it's when I get here. Once you get the bike, everything moves like 2 or 3 times as fast, if not more than that, dude. It's so much quicker. You want to use a vehicle as much as you can.
hey, great work. That by way that includes
The beginnings really aids because you don't get a vehicle. Kind of like that person did place that vehicle at that one place that I couldn't use yet because the game didn't allow me. Shit. Bro, a truck would really be nice to have though. In fact, I think it's over the cargo. Yep. Just about. That's it, just bad. Well, I'm gonna get rid of some of this lost cargo. Even though this isn't exactly where it goes, I don't give a shit. Someone else can take it. It's a little bit better. Okay. So since this is connected to the network, all of these stuff, like everything you see is from other people. Oh yeah, no, don't piss here. That is something you can indeed do.
Can't do it now.
Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
That's a nice tower you got there, buddy. It'd be a shame if somebody...
Sweet fucking movie.
Yeah, that's Hideo Kojima for you.
This one's for you.
There you go, buddy. Leave some likes. So, see how that bridge is there? Wasn't there before. It's because we connected this area to the network. When you pee in the random areas, it causes mushrooms to grow, which causes these guys to start coming around, which is nice because it'll give you health.
It's disgusting.
Once you have vehicles, stuff like this is fucking awesome, dude. It's fucking sick. That's why I have so many thousand likes, dude. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. That's what I'm saying. Little stuff like that makes your life easier in this game.
Oh. Almost toppled over.
So with all those ladders and everything there, I can easily make it over those cliffs now. And even though it says strong wind on the side there, I think that since I got the BT event already gone by getting captured and escaping, I think there's no more wind. So that's another thing you can do too. Because that rain is ass, dude. It sucks. It destroys your packages. So sometimes it's best just to put your packages aside, especially if they're heavy and you're going to have to move slow and get your shit destroyed. Just put it aside and go in, get rid of the BTs, and then go back with your packages and grudge through the shit. Oh.
Come on. Too close.
In the snow, it's the time fall is it's a little bit different. It sticks to your packages and it's shitty. And you move a lot slower. You move about this speed in the snow, but later on, by the time you get to snow, you have an exoskeleton. So if I had my exoskeleton, I'd be sprinting across this shit. Like jumping across rocks and shit, like running. Like, you don't have an exoskeleton right now yet, so it's not. It seems very clunky and stupid, and it is. Once you get an exoskeleton, yeah, it doesn't matter. You just fucking bolt it, dude. And you get different types of skeletons too. So you can sprint downhill, but it's risky. But if you just hold the triggers, you'll walk a little bit slower, but you don't have to worry about shit like this. Get a motorcycle after this mission. Like the driving in this game is kind of AIDS.
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that bike running again if you charge
Yeah.
it with a generator.
See.
Why not give it a try?
Because it is fun and it's nice the way it handles, but like a small rock will cause your bike to be like dirt, 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 like that rock right here. Something like that. Your bike can't go over it. It would just fucking like clunk.
I'm starting to cramp up.
So if you're good at like weaving and like and wobbing, like going through shit, yeah, it's nice.
Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure.
So I gotta drop this off. There's probably gonna be some packages to take to Capital Knot.
Emanating suit. Rest is advised.
No shit, rest is advised, dude. So, drop this off, gotta pick up some badges, take them to Capital Knot, and then get the bike running. We'll be good. Probably gonna be some fucking cutscenes in between then. Probably gonna skip them. So, lost cargo first. Cool. Skip.
Good work. New order. You brought this from...
Yep, I'm a legend, thanks. Perfect condition too.
I don't know anyone who's done more to bring people together.
So that was another hint there. By getting rid of the BTs on my way in, I didn't have to worry about them on the way back. And if I did, the cargo condition would have been shit because I'd have been getting rained on.
Please access.
Little hints. So that one's a timed one. There's timed deliveries. There's some that are fragile where you can't damage them at all. There's some that are extremely fragile because they're explosives. Like, there's certain times they'll want you to carry antimatter bombs for some reason. I don't know fucking why. But if you fall once, it blows up. Boom, game over. So, yeah. There's some fucked up shit. This is an optional mission. I never did that on the main game. Like on my last character. I don't know why that's optional. But yeah, it is. I never did it.
This is a somewhat unusual order. You're going to want to review the key points in the summary.
So this one I cannot submerge in water. Where it says do not submerge. So this is where I'll need to make sure I have ladders. Alright, I don't need that many of these. I don't need that many of these. All it is taking up space. But I do need ladders. So I'm going to grab some of those. The next screen it'll take you to is...
That's a breathable container, remember? For its passengers' sake, don't immerse it in water.
So, obviously I have a bunch of shit, right? I don't need this. Don't need anchors. I may need some ladders to build a path across and like make a bridge, right? I don't need this many anchors. I don't need that many PCCs either. I only need one. Actually, I'll take two. These are damaged boots. I'm gonna get rid of those. I don't need them. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll get rid of those too. I'm not getting rid of them. I'm just putting them in a private locker. The private locker is shared among all of the it's shared among all of them. So if it's connected to the network, it's shared. I can access it. But you don't want to overbear yourself with shit you don't need.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters
So this is
updated.
timed.
Time limit.
Now I can build a generator
Set.
and use that bike. I don't have time to
Beginning
sleep.
scan. Rest is advised.
I know. Fuck you. So it looks like I'll sleep when I get to Capital Knot, and that'll give me more stamina.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
So this bike is dead.
Sam? Seems like that bike's auto-charging unit is busted.
So this is
If you
where...
want to take it for a spin, you'll need to use a generator to give it some juice.
Build a generator. That'll recharge the battery on the bike. You also have a personal battery too on your person. You get later. And that charges your exoskeleton. It charges your... You have thermal pads. Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a beer. So like when you're in snow and shit, the thermal pads help you move through the snow and melts it. It's pretty fucking sick, dude. You end up getting armor and shit later. Like once you start getting into the combat aspect of the game, you have armor that you can put on your suit too for different areas. Dude needs real fucking rest. Fortunately, when you're tired, even when you're on a vehicle, you guys will. So it moves a lot quicker. Alright. Although, unfortunately, I have to go through that mule territory. So, you can see here, obviously a bike does not go well against rocks and water and shit. So you kind of have to plot. It goes a lot quicker, but if you fuck up. So here, let me just remove all. Okay. So this is where I need to get to. I can't go across the mountain. I'm going to have to go this way. Alright, I'm going to have to cross the water at one point. But I would rather just make a straight shot. So I'm going to do that here. And then we're going to go here. And it doesn't look like I have to cross at all. Okay. Sweet. So that just kind of gives you an idea of where you're going. If you hold the left L1, that'll show you where your primary destination is. If you hit the left trigger, that'll give you a boost. But it uses battery a lot quicker. Oh yeah, you can wheelie too to get past certain obstacles. I'm gonna save that boost for when I'm in the mule territory. And there's a bunch of people around. Oops. Yeah, if you run over packages, throw it right. Here we go. See what I mean? Like the little rocks. But if you're quick enough. No! Yeah, they will fuck you up. You kind of have to know where you're going. That's why making those markers helps. Look at that. That little fucking rock stopped me. They do. They have vehicles, they have bikes, they have all that shit. And not only do they have that, but those spears that they throw have electrical shocks that will stop your vehicles. So if they throw a spear at you and you get hit by it, and you're on a vehicle, your shit's gonna like spaz out for a minute and you can't move. It takes like 30 seconds to like replenish the battery. So you're forced to fight them. So like if you go through with the truck and they hit that shit with the spear, yeah, you're gonna have to get out and fight them off, and hopefully you can. Otherwise, you're kind of fucked. Yeah, the battery's running out, and this is why I brought another PCC with me in case I need to put up another generator. You want to have 1 or 2 on you at all points. It looks like there's another generator in the distance right there that someone else put up. So you can see how it's almost dead. Fortunately, somebody else was a kind chap. And then it doesn't take long to charge. You can see it on the bottom left right there. And you could put up a ladder if that was deeper, and you can ride a bike across a ladder. If you have a truck, you cannot ride a truck across a ladder, but you can a bike. You can set up a bridge with a PCC though, but that takes resources. So unless you have, it's pretty much if you're going long distance with a truck and you might need to cross a river. That's why you have to look at your map and see and plot out where am I going. And if I had a truck full of because you're going to get orders where you have like 300 kilograms of supplies. You can't carry that on your back. You must carry it on a truck, and you're going to have to think about it and plot it out. Oh shit, I have to go across this river. Is there a bridge? No, because it's not connected to the chiral network. Is it connected? Yes. Is there a bridge? No, because people are douchebags. Alright, I'm going to have to make my own bridge. So you're going to have to take like 800 metal with you just to create a bridge to get where you're going, right? And you just put that into the truck, you get there, put down the PCC where you want the bridge, get the metal out of the truck, build the bridge, get in the truck, go across, right? So you have to think about things, you know? You can't just willy-nilly go out there. You're not going to have a good time doing that, and you're just going to be like, oh, fuck, I forgot this, then I have to go all the way back. No. Think ahead. Plan ahead. You'll be all right.
Bridges ID. Welcome to Capital Knot City.
See, vehicles make things so much nicer, dude.
Sam,
and you can have multiple vehicles.
First, deliver your cargo, then you can take on new.
You can color them, you can make them special. If you don't have a vehicle and you go to a new area and you connect it to the network, someone else might have a vehicle there, and you can just take theirs. You share vehicles among everyone.
That was crazy fast.
But it doesn't take a lot of resources to make a vehicle, which is weird. But as long as you have someone who's connected to the network, they can print out things. Dude, it's a lot better. I know. So I'm saying it's slow to open up, but once it does open up, dude, it's a fucking great game. And you would think that it gets old, but it doesn't.
Hey.
Yep, great, cool. Oh, a hat. Yeah, fucking douchebag. I don't want a fucking hat.
Okay. There's something different about you. I swear. I'm not imagining.
I'm impressed, Sam. You brought pretty much. But the further west you head, the more you're going to have to deal with BTs. And we know your blood has a measurable effect on them. I told you before that Mama's developing a weapon to leverage that.
Yeah, so
Just like we need a way to artificially
she's cool. So Mama's a character in here.
But maybe you already figured it out.
She's
All
a
goes
twin,
according to plan.
and
We might be able
her and
to
her
turn
twin
the
they
tide.
were, what are
But
they
first,
called when they're
it's time to bring
together?
Port Knot City into
Conjoined.
the
They were
UCA.
conjoined twins,
The order from
and they did
is waiting on the
a
delivery
surgery to
terminal.
separate them, but they're
Good work.
technically
New
still
order
connected.
Please
Like their
access
soul
delivery
is still
terminal
connected.
for further information.
It's a weird story, and it's pretty interesting. But she develops a get up. I did not say to do that. She develops a weapon against the BTs where you can use your cuffs to destroy them, like stealth kill.
Sam, I received word
the
from
BTs.
Mama that she's completed her anti-BT weapon. Prototypes of her design form a part of your next shipment. A delivery of relief supplies. Port Knot City is a fair distance from BT territory, but the weapons should come in handy if any stray too close. They'll also provide people with the means to defend themselves when traveling outside the city limits.
So you get
The shipment also includes a variety
at first
of
grenades.
medicines, as well as
They're made of
human
your
sperm
blood,
and egg
so
samples.
they're your blood grenades.
These specimens are essential for maintaining genetic
You
diversity.
throw your blood at
as
the
they were
BTs and they
donated by
fucking go away.
civilians living
As
outside the major
deterrents.
population centers.
Later on, you get a pistol,
By taking
and
advantage
it
of
is
Chiralium's temporal
bullets covered in your
properties,
blood.
we can ensure they remain viable
And
for as long as required.
What?
After the shipment's been processed,
What do you want, Cat?
connect the Cupid. Now, once that's done, the entire region will be integrated into the Chiral network.
Cat just came up
Afterwards,
meowing.
you'll be pushing on to
Yeah.
Lake Knot City. So we've included relief
cold?
supplies for the people there as well.
Yeah.
Of course, to get there, you'll need
Yeah.
to cross over the
Go
lake
sit
in
at the heater.
between. Details on that will be in a second order you'll need to accept then. Without a doubt, this will be your longest run for us to date. Make sure you've got everything you need.
Good cat. So you get grenades, they're blood grenades. You also have bullets that are covered in blood. You have the piss grenades, the shit grenades. That's literally what they are. Sweat grenades. I know it's weird. He's such a weird dude, but once you listen to like how it works, you're like, oh, okay, I get it, I guess. If you get caught in the stuff like I did earlier to get rid of it, it doesn't really affect anything. It does kill your stamina, but like being dirty doesn't affect you. But the more stuff you have on you, and when you shower, the more grenades you get. So you end up getting more grenades. So like, the only thing is it takes like 3 different cutscenes. See, there's all the bullshit coming off, but he collects all of that.
EX grenade number 0.
And makes grenades out of it.
Fish and shit grenades.
Shit grenades. I swear to God, I'm not even playing, dude. Watch here. Let me see.
EX grenade number 2.
Grenade number 2. Like, see, the dude's a fucking troll. Like,
That should suffice. Glad to see everything's in good working order. The latest in our line of EX grenades. I give you the number 2. As
Bro.
you may have surmised, this model was produced with various extracts refined from your fecal matter. We suspect that your regular consumption of cryptobiotes has led you to excrete certain compounds that may prove especially effective against BTs.
Was that last guy?
If you would
supposed
like us to
wearing
produce
a big
more,
mask?
you need only furnish us with the requisite raw
The
materials
black
via
guy?
your
The
private rooms.
Die Hard man.
I look forward to your feedback.
It's complicated. It's not a GIMP mask, but I know what you mean. It looks like the GIMP from fucking Pulp Fiction. Oh yeah, you can get a stamina boost if you drink this while you're in here.
LOL.
Right? Dude, it's like, blatant like product placement. Like the can is like exactly what it is, you know what I mean? That's so fucking ridiculous. But that dude Die Hard man, the black guy, yeah, he's an important character. Yeah, funny dude. Yeah, for sure. Sweet. Alright, now that I'm rested, my stamina's full. I feel a lot better. Like you don't have to worry about like your movement. So I gotta go all the way there. Which is not a big deal because I have a motorcycle.
That's a transfusion bag containing blood drawn from you. While equipped, it'll gradually replenish yours.
You want to have at least 2, maybe 3 of those on you. Later on, you get a pouch to where you can hold them in there because that's your
Sam, this is our first attempt at developing an
Alright, it's a blood grenade. That's all it is. Alright, cool. So, you need to have blood bags, because every time you throw a grenade, you're going to use your own blood to do it. Your weapons later on, that's like your ammunition, is your blood. I mean, it has bullets, but like, whatever. You still need your blood every time you shoot. So, you're going to need blood bags. You want 2, 3. That's enough. 2 grenades. You're not going to use them often. Good. I'm gonna have to go through BT territory, but with a vehicle. I didn't see what
Sam, up for performing an experiment
weird.
with traumatic grenades.
Some of your comments are coming up somewhere.
Might be worth
I didn't see what you
taking a
said.
look.
Oh yeah. What are you doing, cat?
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Oh yeah. That can happen.
You said the gas grenade should be the ultimate weapon.
It should be.
Just
I don't think they put that into the game though, man. At all. Equipment trial. Do I have to do that?
laughing.
I don't want to do that. I really just want to get on with the story. Alright. I'm gonna try to skip that and not do that. I want to get to the next area and get my exoskeleton, so... When you're on base, or like on a bridge, you don't use up battery. Deliver the 4 containers. Boom. Alright, so I am going to have to cross the mountains. So I can only bring the bike this far. I mean, I guess I technically could get it through here. But it's kind of going to be a pain in the ass. Going downhill is going to be fun, but getting up, that's going to be a fucking shit, man. So I'll want to put a generator down here somewhere, if there's not one already. Because you're going to need that boost to get uphill with the bike. So, it's pretty cool. I mean, you got to think about what you're doing. See, somebody went... See, all these lines right here are the paths that other people have taken, right? So, it kind of gives you an idea of, hey, somebody went this way, it's possible. You know what I mean? This is another route you have. You know, it tracks it. So where I go, it's going to show where I went, and it kind of does with this where's the, see this one? This line right here? How it's kind of blocky? That's my line. That's where the path I took. But all the solid ones are where everyone else went. So it's pretty cool. That's what I'm talking about with the rocks.
Sam, having dooms gives you advantages most folks don't have. But as capable as you are, you're also a member of Bridges now. An organization filled with experts in a whole variety of fields, all of whom are ready and willing to help. The team is here for you, Sam. All you have to do is ask.
Fuck you.
Good.
Okay, so here we go. Going into the game. Yeah, exactly. Just wear your mask. You'll be alright. BTs won't hurt you. So once you get a little bit later, they upgrade your ability to I guess look at the map and plot things out. So I can press the right stick, and it will show me like a weather pattern of where the BTs are and where they're moving, and it'll show you a time movement. So like the BTs could be like completely in this area, and then I can press up and then show what it's going to be 10 minutes later, and then they move over here, and then this area is all clear, right? So you can always take a rest or something like that, like for low on stamina, like totally avoid it altogether. It's pretty interesting. So when you're going through a beach area with bike, you really don't want to get hit up by these rocks. You're gonna get fucked up. That's gonna happen. Run. No. Yeah, oh shit, I know. Fuck, no, do not go in that. Put this up ages ago, I didn't even realize. Oh, whatever. I don't even need it. So, it's cool if, like, you get hit by BTs when it's just you. When you have a vehicle, you don't want to lose your vehicle. Especially at the beginning like that. Alright, now I'm kind of fucked. I need to get back over. Should I cross there? Cross here. Yeah. So that little light in the distance is a generator. See what I mean about the rocks though? They're like every little fucking rock will stop you. Fucking annoying.
Okay. There we go. Full charge.
What a fucking shitty bridge. No. So your vehicles have a battery, of course, but yeah, like that thing, they also have a durability. So if they get destroyed, you can't fix it out in the shit. What kind of fucking bridge is that? Why in the fuck did I take that bridge? Whatever, I don't care. See if I can make it. Yes. Yeah, if you hit it with enough speed, you can make it. Alright, so you see, these are the pylons for the mules, so that's how you know in their territory. I'm moving quick enough that I should be bypassing that. Yeah, they're in there. That was quick. I went from 0 to 100, so another BC territory. Okay. So I'm halfway. Alright, let me remove this shit. Alright. I'm gonna make it to here. This generator, that's my short-term goal. Am I hitting these rocks? So if you're bad at driving and you're bad at navigating and you hit a rock, that is not something you want to do, or else you're going to have a really bad time. Alright, so I could cross there and then go down this way and then follow that up. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I mean, I could go this way and then go through mule territory, but that's pointless. Because why would I do that? Because then there's water right here. If I was on foot, I would do that probably. But I'm just going to go across the bridge right here and then make my way.
Weapons restriction lifted.
Sam, it's Hartman. Your friend and fellow doom sufferer. Our affliction, such as it is, began with the beach, or rather, our discovery of it. Once, the question of life after death was answered only by religion and philosophy. But when we learned of the beach's existence, death became something more tangible, knowable. The living soon walked the shores of the afterlife, while dead things, beached things, began to find their way back. And then came Dooms, and with it a host of theories advanced by physicians and psychologists, desperate to explain the world's newest mystery. The symptoms were duly categorized and stratified into levels. But repatriates like you are a singularly rare breed, worthy of a classification all your own. The specialists must have been climbing over one another to get a look at you. I wonder what they found.
So that conversation explains things a little bit better than I could about the nature of what the beach is and what beaches are and what kind of beings they are, but yeah. Story's fucking good. Pretty cool. Heartman's cool. So his thing is that little thing that he was wearing on his chest. That is a defib. So he has a heart condition, and he dies every 20 minutes, and then he's dead for 3 minutes, and then after 3 minutes he comes back. But when he's dead for that 3 minutes, what he's doing is he's searching for his wife and kid. His wife and kid was killed in a BT event where a body was dead and exploded, turned into a nuke, destroyed a whole city. And yeah, his wife and kid died in that, and he didn't because he was at the hospital at the time, while away from the event, and because of his heart condition. And yeah, that's a pretty fucked up story. But that's what he does. He dies and he goes back. So it's a really deep, crazy story. Kojima tells it a little bit better than I do. Shit. Alright, you do have a jump button, by the way, with the motorcycle, so if you do get caught by little rocks like that, you can get up. This is about where I'm gonna... I might call it with this bike. Well, he's trying to die and be with his wife and kids, so he's trying to find his wife and kids in the afterlife. Not what I wanted to happen. This is not what I want to happen. See how they take all the shit? So, alright, so optimally, I can make that green patch right there. I'm running out of stamina. Stamina's gone. That's what he wants. That's not how life's gonna turn out for him. So this is a really fucked up one. You see how far he's taking me? What a dick nozzle. So if you try and container ruined, shit. So if you try and fucking like brute force your way through it before you have the supplies to do it, yeah, you're gonna have a bad time like this. Bitch.
Sam, your cargo's taking too much damage. It's gonna have to...
So, the game's not all bubbles and sunshine. It's fucked up. I was trying to bring the bike through that area. It's probably not a good idea. I should have done that area by foot. Because you can see how fucked up the rocks are, man. But like, trying to take a bike through that shit? Yeah. Dude. Fuck you. You motherfucker. They didn't even give me a fucking checkpoint. Where's my bike? Okay, there it is. Bro, I was about to fucking piss. I mean, I am pissed. I mean, I should not have... You know what? I wonder. No, it's not. It's just going to load the last... Technically, I could go to the title menu, and I probably did have a checkpoint somewhere, because it does autosave for you. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I don't want to risk that. I'm usually good about manually saving.
Have a pleasant journey.
I'm gonna do things a little bit quicker this time.
Sam, having dooms gives you advantages most folks don't have.
Oh no, it didn't autosave then. Yeah, because he's doing this line
now.
again. Okay.
An organization filled with experts in a whole variety of
So,
fields.
unless you turn in a package or turn in, like if I had done an order in between, okay, it would have autosaved, and I would have started from there. I didn't. I just did a straight shot, you know what I mean? So be aware of that. That can happen to you. I mean, I could have always done this too. I could have always gone to system, hit save. You can't save on a vehicle. You have to get off the vehicle and save. But yeah, you can always hit save. So yeah, that blows. That indeed does blow. Obviously, when you go through the game, take your time. Otherwise, you're going to end up spending more time like I am right now. Let's look at the scenery. Do all the side. Don't do all the side quests, actually. Go back a little bit later and do them. Oh, you dicks. All the critical items I still have, but those bastards took all the good shit. Alright, so once that arm goes away, you're clear. See all the handprints on the box. Fucking bastards. Learning my lesson to get to the next distribution center. I'm going to take a rest. That would be an autosave. Or I can just manually save there. Sweet.
Verifying ID. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh. Ate up 5 minutes of my time, not much.
Sam, it's Hartman. Your friend and fellow doom
See, at least
sufferer.
if I had done things in between, like, it would have
Our
sucked
affliction
because I would have,
began with the beach, or rather,
I might have had to do that stuff again, but once you complete a task or grab a task, it saves. So.
When we learned of the beach's existence, death became something more tangible, knowable. The living soon wore the
These
shores
rocks
of
are
the
fucking
afterlife,
AIDS, dude.
while dead things,
It's
beached
exactly,
to
there's
things,
AIDS rocks
began
everywhere.
to find their way back. And then came dooms, and with it a host of theories advanced by physicians and psychologists desperate to explain the world's newest mystery. The symptoms were duly categorized and stratified into levels. But repatriates like you are a singularly rare breed, worthy of a classification all your own. The specialists must have been climbing over one another to get a look at you.
Yeah. Oh shit, no. This way. No, I'm gonna ditch the bike. No. Get the fuck off me. Get the fuck off of me. I have plenty of spray. I don't care. Fuck that bike. This is what I was talking about. Sometimes you can't take it with you. You gotta. Okay. It's the only problem with trying to sneak through areas. The time fall. So you can see it's just kind of so I hit one with a grenade. As you can see, they're pretty much fucking useless. Unless you hit them dead on. and they leave behind some chiralium or whatever the fuck it's called. I mean, dude, they're nice, but don't rely on them. Shit. Uh-oh. Alright. So if you stop for a second, I'll kind of show you where they are. Boom. I mean, they're useful. It's just you gotta be stealthy with it. I just hate being stealthy because I don't like the time fall and having to repair all the time. And they're directly in the path I need to go. I mean, I could veer to the left, but that's optimal, is to go here. And I don't have any grenades because I suck. Drop that thing. Alright, so we're gonna sneak past them. The problem is there's rocks on both sides. So you want to hold your breath and don't let your breath up until that thing stops spinning crazy. Like that. Alright, there's more in front of me. Once I make it to that cast right there, that's in the center of the screen, I should be good. Oh, hold your breath. Walk away opposite of where it's looking. Okay. Because he was probably like right there. So once I stood up, then it went crazy. That means that he was noticing me. So I might be caught here. Sweet. Alright, we're good. So, prime example. Bike's amazing and it gets you far, but you can't bring it everywhere. But sometimes you'll see like a safe house. You can build a safe house with your PCC. It takes a fuck ton of resources, but you can. And you can put a garage in there, and you can just pull bikes out of there. You can rest there. You can do all that shit. Replenish all those grenades. There it is. What, the stealth realistic? It's a good song, dude. Like, I remember when I first played this, I was like, oh shit, this is a really fucking cool part.
Despite not being able to go there.
Yeah, with the bike, yeah. I know what you mean. It'd be kind of stupid if that was the case. So, I could go around, but... Oh, I don't have any anchors. Of course. When you make a big fall, you lose blood. These guys restore that. Blood bags too, these things.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Give me my exoskeleton.
You the porter? The one man sent to do the work of a team, you and your 2 feet to fill all them boots. Cargo's in perfect condition. I won't lie, that's some feat.
That's right, what do you expect, man?
To his new hat, LOL.
I didn't put it on. I could put on the hat. I just felt like it was an insult of a gift. Oh, you trekked miles over a mountain. Thanks, man. Here's a hat.
So you here to usher us into a new chiral age or some shit?
Yeah. That cool?
Hell yeah, go for it. Been waiting forever and a day for this.
Boom. Quite the coverage. Although there's nothing to do with that. You see how far I went across the United States? See, that doesn't make sense to me. And I get it. Like, it's a game. Like, come on. There's no way.
Wait.
The fuck, yo?
Where'd you get that? That little guy. Same as mine. Where the hell did you get it?
Yeah, I can't really say. With the little guy, he came with the pod, if you gotta know.
And who'd you get the pod from?
Igor, from Corpse Disposal.
My little brother.
So
what?
Okay.
He just gave one of these to you. Why?
He died.
I was there with him, at the end. We were moving a body.
At the very beginning. At the very beginning of the game.
There's BTs everywhere.
It's pretty incredible. It's a pretty good cutscene.
Grabbed him.
It really explains what happens when someone dies in the worst case scenario. It's pretty fucking intense.
So what's your story? You lived through a catastrophe like that, only to keep on doing the same work? Okay. Been a long time coming, I suppose. You take good care of that little guy. He belongs with the expedition. With you.
All right.
Better if you take this with you too, I reckon. Can't think of anyone who...
Grenades and blood? Okay, now I'll take it. I never understood how they already have my blood ready to go. Like, what are they doing, man?
Sam, you port not this community, their data, with enough time and one day, the would follow any city, but we have the rest. I make a...
There.
Go.
Oh, that
Oh, they just keep talking. That's so weird, man. Like, half your comments show up and half of them don't. Like, I know you commented because the fucking PlayStation told me, but it's not showing up on the fucking stream. It's weird. Now we're gonna skip.
Wasn't even me.
Oh, it must have been one of those fucking Russian bots then.
Russian.
Mankind can go anywhere, even outer space. You'll be out of there in no time. And the second all this is over, I'm going to take you wherever you want to go.
Shit, that's Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah. He's one of the primary characters in the game. He's a very important character. Sweet.
Keep on keeping on scanning. Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, this is a good part. You're a terrorist. They should do a movie of this, but I don't know. It's such a complicated story. I don't know how they could possibly summarize it and the movie being good. I think they would have to skip a lot of things to be understood. I think people would walk away from the movie confused as fuck. This is one of the best, like one of the better cutscenes. This guy is one of the main, like, antagonists. He's the leader of the terrorist group
The
that...
name's Higgs.
I'll let him explain it.
The particle of that permeates all existence.
What? What's happening? Okay, there we go.
Ah, so it was you that dragged him into all this. Bloodied but unvowed.
So that's Fragile. She's another important character.
What's that? Bridget Strand is dead. America's last president dead and burned. Oh, and now the girl's been chosen to take Mommy's place. Well, that won't wash. She's not cut out for politics, is she? Oh, but don't worry. I'll find her. And I'll keep her real safe. You see, I've come to understand the truth of the Death Stranding. Oh, there's so much you people don't know. The girl, for instance.
I know.
She's not like you or me. Dooms ain't her thing. And she's more into destruction on a worldwide scale. An extinction entity. Oh, it's so hard to form connections.
You can't really tell from here, but
fortunately,
his
I've
baby,
got a good connection
his
to the
baby
other
is not
side.
an actual baby.
Now you're no
You can't tell. You're not supposed to know when something a little bit farther, but
all of it.
there's something off about it.
This world, that world, and our sweet
It's
little
more dead than
angel
alive.
death.
I'll say that.
You're on the menu. All it'll take is one itty-bitty void out to blow us all to kingdom come. So how about it? Aren't you getting tired of the grind? Isn't this what you've been waiting for this whole time? A game over.
There's Kojima breaking the fourth wall again. That's another trope he likes to do, man. Alright, so...
Heads up, Sam.
You do have to eliminate him.
Damage assessments, it'd only take a single void out to total Fort Knot City. One BT allowed to make contact with a civilian would be enough. We can't let that happen. You've got to deal with that BT right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to ruin the story, but yes, essentially. They want the extinction to be complete. Right? They're not happy that humanity survived in the initial event, so they're trying to make it. There he is. So, when you're playing this, if you play on normal, you probably only need like 4 or 5 grenades to kill it, which is hard. Playing on high difficulty, why not? Move. Oh my god. It can get hairy. It can get intense at times, man. Blood bags on this to make sure I get. So that's chiralium. It's kind of the matter that they're all made of. Sorry, I wasn't reading. They want a life thing. Yeah. Yeah, they want to destroy everything. They want everything to just go away, man. So they're the fucking terrorists. Like, they're trying to make that happen everywhere across the planet. Obviously, you're not. So that's where I gotta bring it. But I have to go through the gate over here.
Incredible. Simply incredible. For the first time in history, a human being has defeated a BT. Were you not a repatriate, I doubt it would have been possible. Not only does contact with your fluids pose no risk of triggering a void out, but in much the same way as your car is rejected by the beach, your blood can be used to expel BTs from our world and return them to the other side. You've given us hope, Sam. Perhaps we may yet be saved.
Be proud, my friend. Amelie's still waiting for you in the west. Head to your boat. It's ready. Get those supplies to Lake Knot City. We're just getting started.
Yeah, I know. See, the fights are cool, man. They're intense. Like, everything like that involves the BTs are intense. Like in Metal Gear, where you're like holding your breath, like trying to be stealthy, like by the skin of your teeth on the boss. He almost grabbed me that one time when I was climbing up on the containers, man. It was nice. You had to go through like 25 grenades, and if you can't carry that many supplies on you, and like they'll put them throughout.
Boat, Sam?
They'll put them throughout
Before
the fight.
you do, be aware that you'll have to leave behind any cargo you haven't gotten around to delivering.
Nobody gives a shit. Shut up, bitch. God damn it. So they do give you enough supplies, but barely on hard mode, because you saw how many fucking grenades it took. The last fight took me like 20-25 minutes. It's fucking, it takes time, and you have to aim. Like, you can't just sloppily throw shit. That's just the first fight, so it's easy.
You came through
just
then.
Grenades.
I don't break that easy. Name notwithstanding.
You saw that asshole too, right?
Higgs. He's the leader of a separatist group.
Seemed to me like he was controlling that BT.
That's level 7 for you. Higher, maybe.
Seems like you know a lot about him.
Used to work together. Guess you could say we had a contract.
You did business with terrorists? Whoever pays, huh?
He wasn't like that back then.
So what's your angle? You want to save the world, or you want to fuck it all up like him?
I just wish things were different, all right? Here's all right.
That's Fragile. That's her name. That's her company.
Don't worry, she still floats. Come on, we're the only cargo left.
The game is fucking nice, dude. I highly suggest you play it, dude. If you're a Kojima fan, yeah, it's one of those games where you're like, oh shit, like damn, The story's captivating, like the characters you care about, captivating, and like, imagine if they tried to make Metal Gear in their movie, right? How would that? Wow. Who in the fuck would they cast for it? You know? I don't think it would work right.
Yay, I'm going to grab it when I next get some time.
Yeah, man. I mean, for sure. Like I said, I put like 70, 80 hours into the main one that I did. And I took time. I explored. I did side quest. I got a good 80 hours out of it. And that's including the cutscenes. So, you'll get your money's worth. And you'll enjoy it, man. Because it does keep you on your toes at times. There is a lot of downtime, though. So, don't get it twisted. There's going to be a lot of walking from point A to point B, but a lot of the times they do good things of keeping it interesting, Here's an obstacle, here's another obstacle, here's an obstacle with an obstacle that you haven't experienced before. Like, you're gonna get a mission up here soon where you have to carry a bomb and you can't drop it, but you're also gonna get another mission where you have to carry a bomb inside snow with BTs, and it's wild because you have to slowly go through there, because if you fall, it's going to blow up. If you take your time, the container's going to get damaged and the rain's going to destroy it. It's going to blow up. So you have to figure out the optimal path and do things like perfectly. Otherwise, you're going to be fucked.
It has to do with that asshole, Higgs.
Motherfucker's sleeping. She has a very good backstory. I know this is her chapter, but you won't figure it out until way later.
Sam. Do you remember? It's almost time to go, Sam. I had no idea until you told me. No idea that I was alive. Living is no different from being dead if you're all alone.
Poor Mom. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home.
Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away.
I'll leave you with a hint.
I'll always be with you. Did you forget how to go home?
She hasn't aged.
Come on. I'll take you halfway. And then you can do the rest by yourself. Better now? I'll be waiting for you on the beach. Come and find me. We used to play together a lot in this place.
You brought me here. I couldn't make the trip on my own.
So long as you have a body to return to, you can't come and go as you please.
So you can't just come back east through here?
Not until you make us whole again, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach. Come and find me.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't realize I've been streaming that long. Dude, holy shit. I think once all the cutscenes are done, that'll be a good place to stop. It's captivating, the game. Even though you're just fucking walking and hiking most of the time. It's fucking good, man.
I don't know how you sleep. Need to pick me up? Welcome to Lake Knot City. What?
Nothing.
Let's go. This cargo is from Port Knot City, bound for Lake Knot. I'll leave these up to you. The dispatch terminal is up ahead. In the meantime, I've got some business to attend to. Later, alligator.
So, yeah, pressing Y is really nice for picking everything up. Used. Optimize, and then you're good. I think that's all trash. I'm just gonna leave it there. You could recycle it and get shit for it, but whatever.
Use of weapons is prohibited.
pick that stuff up. You know what? I should really end the stream. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna end this here. I really appreciate you sticking around, watching it. It's been fun. A little bit of Bloodborne, a little bit of Death Stranding. Highly recommend this game. Go and pick it up, bro. It is good. Alright, man.